Hello there, everyone. Let me heartily welcome you to this first recording of the Live Light TV series. My name is Isaac Okpanachi. I am a private legal practitioner in the city of Abuja, this beautiful capital city of Nigeria. In this series of videos that we are going to show, we are going to discuss, no, not the law. We're going to tell stories, many stories. We're going to learn from those stories key lessons about life. Abonta. I realized that my mother was very close to church and did participate in all church activities. But my father did not have all that time because he married 3 wives. I believe somehow the church did not accept him so much. So in my family at that early stage, you either followed your mother to church, but there was no compulsion for you to go to church. I was involved in the first contest and election in my life when the science club, which I belonged to, had to elect a new science club president. And because I was already doing well in some of the science subjects and also in mathematics, which was my area of interest, I succeeded in convincing the members of the club, which were people from I think class 3 to 5, to vote me in. So in the year 1978, we took a school certificate examination called WAEC, and the 4 of us made Division 2, and which was the best result in that year school cert examination.
And when the driver came in, he tried to be familiar with me and asked me questions whether I am now the new clerk in charge of the depot. I said yes. And then I was surprised that he gave a gift to me that was much more than my real monthly salary. But it surprised me that out of 6 compartments, he discharged 5 and started rolling his host to drive off from the compound. And I observed, because each time I was climbing up to check the level of discharge he was doing, I observed that one was still remaining. In fact, he had not opened it from beginning. So money came my way, but I squandered all trying to satisfy my social needs without referring to my poor parents in the village. Today, I would like to say that that was a very wonderful experience that God granted me opportunity to have, serving in a corporation that afforded me the opportunity of practicing my profession at that tender stage of my life. And these boys came and said, lie down. Elijah said, lie down for what? He started arguing with them until when they began to show instruments or weapons. One showed a pistol, the other one showed a very rugged dagger in his hand. And for me, I didn't look at that side. I simply lay flat on the ground. And I saw them hitting Elijah, asking him to also lie down. I matched the brake. I'm sure I must be above 100 driving that day. I matched the brake. And that's how I saw this little car go into the air. Just took off into the air. And then bounced back. And went up again. And then bounced by the side, bounced by the other side, about 3 times. Then one of the door flung open, and I was thrown out of the car. And of course, when he ended and asked those who want to give their life to Christ to come, these same tears came again. And I moved from my seat to the front row and was weeping like a baby. And he prayed for me and prayed for others who came out. I don't know how many of us came out that day. And this moment have not left me. I followed Professor Chuta into his hotel room. And immediately we entered the room. He asked me a question. Roland, every other officers were with their wives. Where was your wife that didn't come to the outreach? When Prof asked me that question, and I answered the way I did, he said, let's pray about it. Right beside his bed, 2 of us knelt down and we prayed. And he prayed for me to say that this year and the early new year, that God should locate my wife for me. My wife was a young graduate. She just finished youth service at the point where we got wedded. We were able to get her appointment in the Secondary Education Board, and she was posted to Boso School that was under a Reverend Father Cornell then, and she taught sciences in that school. She didn't stop at that. She is really wired for great multitasking talents. As she started teaching, she requested for her to start a trade. And by God's providence, we were able to take a shop in the market. She was already heavy at this point. She has taken in, and we are now trying to set up a shop in Mina Central Market. A feat that many young graduates today will not do. It's what Christ the King College does for their students who make up to 9A. The 3 of my children, my sons, enjoyed that ride. They use a kind of open car and put them in an open car during the day of graduation and drive them around the campus. It's a thing of glory to behold.
But you see, God specializes in taking nothings and making something out of them. Can you see?
And to be given a letter of employment on the day you finish service is a rare occurrence. No other corper came to the parade ground with a letter of employment, an assurance of his future. Nobody. If it is not God, how did Abonta get such favor? Nobody is an accident. You are not an accident. You came into this world for a particular purpose, actually. Viewers, There is God, I'm telling you the truth. God helps people. God opens doors for people. God makes a way where there seems to be no way. That's exactly what happened to Mr. Abonta in a state that is not his own. There is a job. There is an assignment, otherwise called good works, that God hath before ordained that you should walk in them. Handing over your life to Jesus means an adventure. You are hearing for yourself. A wife is a gift from God. Destiny that counts, destiny that leaves a blessing, is only in the hands of God. Do you know Him? Is there any relationship between you and Jesus? The only way, the truth, and the life, only access to God. Please consider your ways and put God number one. Then you see His finger in your life. Do not forget to subscribe to this our channel so you will get every video that we post. Also help us send these videos to your friends. God will bless you for it. Thank you very much.